friends, Gia here. Welcome if you're new, and if you're already a subscriber, thanks for coming back. If you are new to my channel, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button down below. I post a financial related video every Friday, as well as different types of videos throughout the week, from working mommy tips to Costco hauls to all of the above. So today on Debt Free Friday, we are talking about what to do when you bust your budget wide open. What to do when you fall off of the financial bandwagon, okay? Listen, it happens sometimes if your budget isn't working for you, or if you're trying to force your budget to work, this can happen, and it's real. And if it does happen, it's okay. You guys just pick yourself back up and you start over. Tomorrow is another day. That's the great thing about life, right? When the Lord blesses us with another day, we are able to just shake everything off and, you know, make better decisions, okay? So first, when you fall off the bandwagon, or if you bust your budget wide open, then you first need to figure out why this happened, okay? Usually it's one of two reasons. It's either in your control or out of your control. If it's out of your control, meaning it was an emergency that happened, then, you know, there's really nothing you can do about that. Okay, this should, if anything, motivate you harder to really beef up your emergency fund, to really put aside some money, so that when an emergency arises, that you're there that you have the cash to deal with it and not put yourself back in debt. Because, you know, emergencies happen all the time. We just can't control that. We just have to make sure that we have enough cash reserved to handle that emergency if or when it arises. And if it's out of your control, it should motivate you as well to get through your debt plan, your debt repayment plan, to get through your debt-free plan, to live a debt-free life, to stock up on your emergency fund, to really fully fund your emergency fund, so that when this happens, you just have the cash there to deal with it. Now, if it's in your control, whereas you made very, very poor decisions, then you are probably suffering from one of the 5 habits that will keep you broke, which is the video I posted last week. You can click this box here, and I will also insert a card, but those 5 habits will keep you broke and will bust your budget wide open, okay? And you need to ask yourself why you're spending money like this. I'm assuming to make yourself feel better, or if you're unhappy about something, why are you going to money or to go spending money to make yourself feel better? You need to get to the root of the problem as why you are upset in the first place, okay? Don't turn to money to give money that much power. You know, you need to have power over yourself and figure out, well, why is this happening? Or why am I wanting to go out and spend money? You know, I shouldn't have to do that to make myself feel better. Money is a tool that you use to accumulate wealth, okay? Not to go out and prove your wealth, not to spend it, but to accumulate wealth, okay? And you do that by living a debt-free life, having a cash reserve, and investing in your future. That is what equates to wealth. You need to work on your relationship with money if you busted your budget wide open like this. It's definitely something that if it's poor, it needs to be fixed, because you could go down this really negative rabbit hole and get yourself in a lot of financial trouble if you don't fix it. You need to change your habits, okay? And to do that, you need to consciously think about every single purchase that you make, no matter how big or how small. Really step back and ask yourself, do I really need this? Will this benefit me and my family? Will I regret this in the future? Ask yourself these things, okay? Before you even buy, you know, something, a 99-cent bottle of water, okay? Really ask yourself, guys, because every penny counts. And I think that's what's the problem with a lot of people. They think, oh, it's just a small purchase, I'll just buy it here. No, every single penny counts. And the more money you spend, the more it removes you from your financial goal, from your financial freedom goal. So really think about every single purchase that you make and ask yourself, is this worth it? Okay, once you start doing that and consciously thinking and making the right decisions when it comes to money, then it starts turning into a pattern, then it starts turning into a habit, then it starts turning into a lifestyle with a positive relationship with money, where you're making conscious decisions about the money that you spend, and that hopefully those decisions will equate to wealth by investing in your future, living a debt-free life, fully funding your emergency fund. You know, all of those things are so important when it comes to having a positive relationship with money. Now we're going to talk about what to do if you did bust your budget wide open. Well, at this point, you need to pay only what you need to have a roof over your head and food for your family, you and your family. Other than that, everything else, you know, just don't pay. But you just need to pay to have a roof over your head and food for your family. And Dave Ramsey always advises that to people who are really struggling to pay their bills. That's what you need to do. Now, if you're not struggling to pay your bills and you just busted your budget, you just broke the budget when it came to you know, miscellaneous spending or shopping or something like that, then you need to make up for it for the next several months, okay? Meaning that you don't need to give yourself a personal allowance only to make up for those funds that you overly spent. You don't need to give yourself a personal allowance, and you don't need to really spend anything that's not needed until those funds are made up. And when you do that, you start realizing, well, daggone, was that purse really worth it? Was that purse really worth me not having a personal allowance for 3 months because I decided to splurge on this really expensive Kate Spade bag? Is it really worth it? You know, to me, it's not. I mean, I'd rather just have my personal spending money, and either I save up for something like that and where it's in the plan, or I just don't spend it. You know, it's okay. And I don't want you guys to think that you can never, you know, treat yourself to something nice. That's not what I'm saying. You definitely can. I think if you work hard enough and you save for it, you definitely can. But when it starts interfering with your debt repayment plan, or you getting out of debt, or you being able to pay your bills, that's when it turns into a real issue, and you need to stop it in its tracks immediately. Okay, you need to stop and say, hey, what's going on here? I need to do something different, okay? Because I do not want to live a life full of debt. There's power in financial freedom, lots of power, and I want all of you guys to experience that. So that's it for today, guys. Let me know down below, have any of you guys ever fallen off the financial bandwagon? If you have, what did you do to pick yourself back up, or to just get back on it? I know for me personally, last year was a really hard year for me and my family, and I had a lot of unexpected and unplanned for expenses, okay? And if it wasn't for my emergency fund, we would probably be back in debt. Okay, praise the Lord for an emergency fund. All right, but it still really sucked having to spend the money, you know, because once you turn into a money hoarder like myself, you like to have your savings account at a certain level and, you know, have that cushion there. It's almost like your own personal insurance policy, that cash reserve. And when you have to dig into it, it's like a punch in the gut. So that was really hard for us. And I felt like I was falling off the bandwagon, even though everything was out of our control. But you know what? That just made me want to work harder this year to put those funds back into our emergency fund, and to just keep living a debt-free life, essentially, to really have that emergency fund. You really don't know the importance of an emergency fund until you have to use it. So that's my story. Let me know down below, like I said, have you guys ever experienced this? And if you have, what did you do to make it better? And if you're not comfortable leaving a comment, join my Facebook group. It's a really nice community, and we have great conversation in there. I'm in there interacting with you guys all the time. If you're not comfortable leaving a comment, you can go in there, and the link to the Facebook group is down below. You can go in there and openly discuss different things or different issues that you have there. That's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing and commenting. You know, I recently hit over 10,500 subscribers, and I'm just like, my head is like blown. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much. I will be posting a video soon to celebrate. I just don't know how I want to celebrate yet. Still thinking about it. So thank you guys so much. If it wasn't for you, you know, my channel wouldn't exist. So I really do appreciate it. You can hit me up on all my social media platforms, all listed down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be blessed, be healthy, be wealthy, be positive. Have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.